You see Windows Cognos is two parts, Windows and web part. Windows side you have FM. FM is nothing but a framework manager. TR is nothing but a transformer, right? So framework manager point of view, how it looks like. You know that we already discussed about the data warehousing. Data will be loaded into the data warehousing, right?
Yeah.
All the data will be loaded into the data warehousing. From the data warehousing, it will split it to the data marts. Let's assume Trinath belongs to sales. What you have to do? The sales will be in one place, and means the sales data mart will be one server. Cognos framework manager is in other server. To access that sales data to the Cognos server, we need to create our bridge connection. That's called as a data source connection. This is administration activity. We'll have to see that practically. Okay, data source connection from database to the Cognos. For what? To access the tables from the data mart to the Cognos modeling side. Okay, here in a framework manager point of view, using this framework manager, we need to create a one project. In that project, through the bridge connection, we pull the tables and follow 3-layer approach. Everyone has a best practice. Everyone will follow 3-layer approach. Without layer approach also, you can simply access the tables and create a package and publish the package without layer also. But if it is a single business unit, means only one set of tables, one small schema, okay, only like minimal information, then you can, without layer concept, you can simply publish it. If you follow layer concept, there is an advantage. I'll explain that also. Okay, now you need to import the tables from database to FM and follow the 3-layer approach. There is an import layer. You can also call it as an import layer. You can also call it as a DB layer. You can also call it as a physical layer. And the second one is a business layer, nothing but a logical layer. Third one is a reporting layer, nothing but a presentation layer. Finally, I create a package and publish that package to the Cognos web, nothing but reporting. Okay. Now, yesterday, Hari, I just explained you. So now you see what we do is through the data source connection, we pull the tables from database to the framework manager. So database to the framework manager. Terminology will be completely changes now. That naming conventions. Okay. One is you see schemas. Database contains schemas. Schema contains tables. Tables have columns. Columns have data types. But when it comes to the Cognos point of view, namespace. Database contains namespace. Namespace. Database contains schema. When it comes to the Cognos point of view, model point of view, namespace schema is nothing but a namespace or layer. Again, tables. Tables is nothing but a query subject. We should call it as a query subject name. Columns contains query items. But database point of view, each table will have hundreds of columns. Each table will have hundreds of columns. Doesn't matter. But when it comes to the Cognos, when you pull the tables into the Cognos, all the tables schema became a namespace. All the tables became a query subjects. All the columns became a query items. All the data types will be there as it is, but it should considered as a 3 types of properties, 3 types of columns: identifier column, attribute column, fact column. Identifier column means all the key values. You know that foreign key, primary key, foreign key. Key or number values became a should be identifier. Other one is all the character values should be attribute. All the measure values should be fact. We need to make sure that. Okay. Now coming to the import layer. Import layer means what is that? As I told you, in the framework manager, we create one project. In the project, we follow 3-layer approach: import, business, presentation. Import means what we do is through the bridge connection, we pull the tables from database to the framework manager. First step, we do that. And then second step is what is we need to check the usage properties. Either it is properly imported the tables, which properly tables we got into the model properly or not. Properly in the sense, this is a criteria. All the query subjects became query items. Query items should be these 3 types of categories of usage properties: identifier, attribute, fact. We need to check either it is properly all the key columns should be identifier, either it is all the key columns became identifier or not. We need to check. If not, we need to go and change manually to the identifier. And all the character values is changing to the attribute or not. If not, we need to go and change manually. All the measure values we need to change the fact. Either it is doing or not, we need to go and see. If not, we need to change manually. Then create the relationship between fact table and dimension table. You know that while checking the usage properties, we can easily find out Key number values, character values will be there. First two identifier attribute will be for dimension table. You will have first two. Fact table you will have 1 and 3 identifiers and facts for fact table. Clear now? So there only while checking the user properties, second step only you will get to know that how many dimension tables, how many fact tables. Then you will take one fact table and look for all the dimension tables. See, create the relationship between fact table and dimension table based on the common column. Based on the common column. Create the relationship between fact table and dimension table based on the common column. And then we also specify after creating that common column link, how we saw the schema, then we'll have to specify the join. What kind of joins we'll give. What kind of joins is nothing but here. Joins indicates cardinality indicates a join here. We don't write a join manually. We'll specify the cardinality. That's the fourth step. This is very important for the join. The import layer. Let's assume in the import layer you pulled 100 tables from database to the import layer. Coming to the business layer, you don't bring all 100. How many you need? That's called as creating the new query subject, nothing but a table. Let's say you have a customer table and customer gender table and import layer. What do you do? What table you need for importing customer table only you'll bring. That is one. Other one is combined the related query subjects. Let's say there is order table in the import layer, nothing but a database layer, order details table, order header table, order method table. So all order tables, 3 types of order tables are there. You don't have to bring in business layer all 3 individually. You can bring all 3 together once. Means you can combine all related query subjects, nothing but tables. And then there is a one table in the import layer, nothing but a database, hundreds of columns. But we don't use all the columns for the reporting. How much we need? We remove the rest of the columns. Let's say there is a country table. We got hundreds of 20 countries. In the table, 20 lines are there, each line for one country. But reporting, we don't need all 20 countries. We need only 3 countries: Canada, US, India. The 3 we can specify into the filter condition. So that the reporting will be having only 3 countries. All the reports will be built out against the 3 countries. In future, if a report is expanded to the 10 countries, you don't have to go and change it hundreds of reports to 10 countries. You can simply update the condition at a model level. All the reports will get affected. And then securities point of view. Let's say you are from Canada, you should see Canada data. I'm from India, I should see India data. And the package also, if you're creating a sales package should access for only sales people. Finance package should access for only for finance people, like that. And the tables also, columns also, data also, package also, we can restrict that using the security concept. There will be data level security, there is a package level security, there is object level security. Okay, so in the business layer, we'll bring only whatever we need, necessary fields only we'll bring. And finally, we create a presentation layer, nothing but a reporting layer. We add that groups that there also in the business layer, so we categorize the groups, sales group, all the tables separate, finance group, all the tables separate. Then we bring that groups into the presentation layer and then create the package and publish that presentation layer to the Cognos reporting. So that you will have proper organized items, organized metrics, organized fields. So that end user can be easily drag and drop and develop his report, regular report. These are all the funda we have to do practically. Okay. So any doubt here?
So just to kind of, I will confirm like what I understand. Maybe you can correct me. So what I understand now, DB from data warehouse or sales DM data mart, you are importing to framework manager. So framework manager is a kind of staging area kind of stuff where you just temporarily
yes
here, right?
Yes.
Then we check for the, basically we validate the data, whether it the relationship between fact and dimension table are based on common column, all that relationship is proper or not. Then I understand that. Then the business layer is coming. Basically, it's a kind of again SQL querying what we do typically. So you generate new tables based on the business requirement out of what is needed for the
Yes.
presentation.
Yes.
Then combine those query subjects to a single table maybe, and remove unwanted query items which
how business need, what conditions should be applied, what security should be applied, how they're expecting us to design a model, means all related tables in a single or individually, and all necessary fields only we can keep, like based on the business requirement, all the logics and rules and conditions will be implemented at this layer level.
So this is again business layer. Is it the second copy of the database, that small database we are generating?
Yes,
is it separate from? It's a separate from framework again, right? Framework manager.
Yes, within a framework manager, input layer we keep original as a database. We don't apply the conditions, because today for one business, same table. So let's say small example. There is a branch table and reporting is there for you. Canada reporting is there, US reporting is there, India reporting is there. But tables are same, data is same. But for US people, they need a separate package with the separate rules. Canada people, they need separate package, separate rules. So that way, the business layer will help. From the import layer, we'll bring the tables for Canada. We'll bring one more time tables for US and apply their own rules, logics, filter conditions. So that way, this layer concept will be good. If you are using only for Canada and publishing the package, you don't need all the layers. You can simply what all the conditions you want, you can apply directly in the import layer only and publish it. Okay, that way this layer concept will help.
True. So that means it has a depending on how many different users are there, that many different securities will be applied. Yes. Then what next is the presentation layer. So presentation layer will have the final data as an input. Again, that is a matrix form, but that's the output of. Is that the output of developer?
No. Yes, output. No. Presentation for developers who develop the reports such a way. Let's say Guru belongs to India. So here, when Guru connect the package, you should see only India tables, Indian related rules, conditions into the one group. But you belongs to Canada one other group. So that way, all the proper organizations organize the data in such a way, all the fields and the columns and tables, and then keep it into the presentation layer. The presentation layer will be published so that they can easily access.
So finally, we only present the tables to the individual country people. They make their own plots or whatever they want to do it. They will do it with them.
End of the day, we only do the develop the report. No, we need to develop the report, but at this moment, you are acting as a model developer. After that, you will act as a report developer. That time, let's assume developing the model, others also developing the reports. So for their point of view, we need to think and do these things.
Okay, got it. Okay, so after that, we make presentation means again, is it an Excel based? Do you have any software? So Cognos itself has some features to make all diagrams all that, I believe, right?
Yes, exactly. All the formats, what format you want to run? You want to run in Excel, HTML, PDF, XML, what format your report you want to run, and what geographical format is it? Comparative or is it tabular Excel or graph or map or charts, whatever charts you want, you can present it to the reporting using the reporting tool.
So presentation layer, then package. What does it package means? Like
package means see, from the database you pull the tables to the import layer. From the import, it's categorize it to the business and apply all the rules. From the business, we also categorize like subject wise, and then we create a package and publish the presentation layer to the Cognos. So you use that package and develop the reports in the web area, right? So there, if you use any kind of, it show you the presentation layer and below all the table information, tables and columns information, the presentation layer in that package. So package means what it holds the information into the one part and then send it to the web. Where when you use and when you run the report, end of the day, how it will happen? It will go back to the where. I'll show you there is image for that also. You see here in the relational modeling, this is a database. We pull that end of the day fact tables and dimension tables, and we follow the schema, everything. Then what is that layers? Import layer, business layer, presentation layer. Out of the presentation layer, we are getting the package and publish the package to the Cognos. So if you use that package and develop the reports, let's say you run the report, how you get the data to this table below? How it is? It will hit it to the package. Through the package, where it will go? It will go to the presentation layer to the business layer to the import layer. From the import layer to where? Data mart. And pull the data through the loop, through that route, it will give the result.
Okay. And are this pattern remains same across different tools we have, like BA and Tableau, are the same, or they have different?
They have different tools. See, they are having a different tool and different component for designing the model.
Okay.
They have different tool to design the model. End of the day, everyone should have this kind of funda only. They may call framework or they may call portal. Here we are calling as a framework manager tool, and the package is one, and we are sending out to the Cognos web like that. They will be having different. There are also like model components and reporting components will be there. Some of the very basic tools they will directly access to the database and get the report, but not like such an organized way. They can't develop the reports because Cognos in the layer concept, you can create multiple packages with satisfying the multiple business rules, multiple conditions, and organize that way. But other tools, right? You don't have that much facility. Every report you can connect directly to the report model database and get the data. Not like this. But here you can apply for multi-purpose, multiple business rules, multiple groups, or multiple information. We can keep into the single model and single package. Whoever want, they can organize that. But there it's not like that. For everybody, same funda. Here, if you want to direct way, you have direct way. If you want proper organized way, you have that also.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
So what I do is after this, right, I will send you that software link to you. You can download and keep it ready. You will join tomorrow in 10 minutes. You will configure the setup and then do from your machine only. And we'll try to create a practical all these project reports, everything into your machine only, so that it will be easy. Easy in the sense you can say practice. You can easily practice.
Yeah, sure.
What we done, you'll have a backup, and then you have video. Then same thing, try to recreate one more freshly after class, so that it will be you don't have to practice. After training, doing the things also you'll get used to it.
Sure. So just to summarize from software point of view, the framework manager will bring the data from data mart and it will keep generating till presentation layer, and it just creates a package, and package will go to Cognos software.
Yes, Cognos web software.
Cognos
framework manager also, let me correct you. Framework manager also one of the components in Cognos, one of the software component in Cognos.
Okay.
Windows based component, Windows based software. Reporting is web based software. So from the database to the framework manager, we pull the tables and we organized our information with logics and rules as per the reporting requirement, and we move to one package. We will put everything into one package and move nothing but publish to the web. From there, use the package and develop the reports and dashboards. Whatever.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be sending you tonight or tomorrow morning so that you can just download and keep it ready. We'll do 10 minutes of configuration, and then I'll show you the practically how it is. In the meantime, you just need to go through this funda. This one, this identifier attribute fact, this cardinality means this terminology. Okay, because tomorrow we'll be staying here almost next 1 week here only, the framework manager only. So there, that's where you have to call and all these names, which names, namespace, query subject, query items, user properties. That fundamental we will discuss. That's why I just want to. Okay, na?
Okay.